the faint sound. Children are born beneath the sound of gunfires night. Heard no war, for they know the God. We're up with nothing but the made you so tired. Which to village and things and burning out. You spent 2 decades and each time she stayed waiting for peace that never comes our way. We are not army, we are not just English. We are the people, everything to silence her. I should want something. Follow people, but still we see. Holding very patient. Get out the car, reach unity so loud. No remorse, no shame allowed. Children of this land, yeah, stop and free. Soil is free. It's our people that I need because their hunger knows no bounds, no limit, no economy. I'm not just lose. We are the people, everything to lose. Silence there, our patience once so dead. Although we stop, but still we sing. Yeah. Create your own website by saying, "This is what I want." With Wix, you can. First, you can get any combos you want, right? Minimalist and sleep, or have the vibe you want, or even use the colors on your logos. Can't let AI use it. You know, for those website essentials like a contact section or now I'm running a sale, so I have 100 functional and use. I love it. We got some products that need description, so I typed in some keywords. This got copy that later. Now, sometimes you just want to turn into a high quality image in seconds. If you need to tweak something, if you want, and there it is. I may not be an artist, but if you're ready to build something you love, I saw this video. This verbal altercation with some federal law enforcement officers, and man, and so I just want to see 755. Ulimwengu vitu kona muna zaidi kanibaya niyo kona moya yo wema wako uniponya wewe umeshana magana keno wako kuzu kuwa chunga katika jinsi unavyosimama imara kama usema yote kipekee toimba Tears must fall upon this crimson round. How many graves in the world hears a painful sound? Children are born beneath the sound of gunfire's might. There's no war, for they know a lullaby. We run with nothing but the nature so tight. Let's do village, sing, pain, sing, burning light. Years turn to decades, and these camps we stay, waiting for peace that never comes our way. We are not counted. Our silence is wishing for something. Congo is good. Still wishing. And we call it invasion. Press our pain, words of false salvation. In Africa, with unity so loud. Our daughters break with no remorse, no shame allowed. Children love this lesson. Can't stop. The soil is free. People have been because there knows no bounds, no limit, no creed. No, no, no. Just to all the peace, everything to lose. Silence deadly, our patience once so dead. Long lonely star, but still we sing. How many brave till the world hears our painful song? Children are born beneath the sound of gunfire's fight. They learn a walk, for they know the lullaby. We've got nothing but heads so tight. There's still relation, there's a life. Years turn to decades, in these hills we stay. Waiting for peace that never comes on. We are not, we are not just you. We are the peace for everything to. Silence and be your patience for so long. Your patience. Tears must fall upon this crimson wrath. How many graves fill the world of painful sound? Children are born beneath the sound of gunfire's might. Their love war, for they know a lullaby. We run with nothing but the nature so tight. Let's do village and painting burning like an oil. Even fed to decades and these times we stay waiting for peace that never comes our way. We are not young, we are not just you. We are the people, like everything to know. Stop silence, our vision for something. All because we're still wishing. We call it invasion.
And get a shot somebody right now in Minnesota. Imagine that. We in Germany. Why you guys doing this? Tell me, sir. Why you guys going around just asking people like at work whether the U.S. citizens or not? Are you guys not supposed to be patrolling the border? Do you want to answer the question or not? I'm gonna answer you. What is your word? Right, so you can do whatever you want. You can refer. Yeah. Kind of crazy though, right? If you guys leave the border and go harass people based on their skin color, ain't that a shame? Are you doing this to everybody or just black people? Come on now, you know what it is. You gotta go through it. Yes. Is that work issue? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, you guys GoPros, try to get those police body cameras. So you can delete the video and make your own stuff. You know that, right? Because it's not going to a server, it's going to a little SD card or something. You guys just murdered somebody in cold blood in this city today, and God brought you guys to me at work. I'm literally working here, and you guys are literally impeding my income. Asking me retarded questions. You know, I've been sitting there since 10 a.m. waiting for a ride, and right now I'm getting rides. And if I leave, I'm afraid you motherfuckers might just shoot me. Are you a U.S. citizen, sir? Why would I answer you? Because if you're not a citizen of this country, you have to have your immigration. Why would I not be a citizen of this country, man? What a ridiculous question. Why would I have an immigration? Are you a citizen? Are you a, you're working? You're working too, right? Not the border. Only the Canada border or the next. Is that what it is? Is that accent? Accent? You just it's garbage. You're answering garbage. Mr. Mills, Mr. Mills. Please. Good. Offices. Hey, the best stuff. Man, that's the of this country. You're not in accent speak. That's why I'm all is there accent can be usually there history. Yes. Isn't this crazy though? You guys are doing a crazy job with everybody. The thing is, going off the wrong. It's an Uber waiting line. We're literally working. You're not busy. Look, those doing the Uber. They're shooting at people, man. Somebody just got shot. That's a shot. Stuff. You just got him, man. I know all of these.
Guys, mwaramutseho neza nizere ko muri amahoro aho muri hose aho muri kuwacinga uri niba bwakiye amahoro gushima Imana kandi niba aho uri ari ku manywa reka mvuge ngo wiriweho neza ya just kano ka video ko uri kuwacinga ni Ice yari yafashe umu Uber driver so Ice iri serious, it's not a joke. So no kuba careful. It's not easy. Yeah, I'm just waiting for few people to join us, then we can continue with our live stream. So guys, let's just keep watching this video a little bit. Just na ka video ko Ice irimo irafata Somalia wari urimo aradrivinga Uber. So Ice iri serious cyane. All right. All right. Let me hope everything is going on well wherever you are watching from. Yeah. Tugiye gukomezamo na live yacu y'ugu munsi. And again, we shall be continuing where we stopped yesterday. And yesterday, for those people who were with us, we talked about the first Congo War. Umunsi washize ku bantu bari kumwe natwe nanga si abagerageje kuwacinga live stream nyuma yaho twaganiriye ku bigendanye n'intambara ya mbere ya Congo tuvuga uko yatangiye abari bayigize abayitangije nuko yaje kurangira tuvuga ku ngaruka tugizeho twe nk'abakongomani ubu rero tugiye gukomerezaho gatoya aho twagarukirije twongeze tuganire gake ku bigendanye n'intambara ya kabiri ya Congo. Niba uri hano udukurikiranye please you can comment, you can share, wakwandika comment kugira ngo tumenye ko turi kumwe nawe. Nizere ko aho muri hose muri amahoro, nizere ko mwese mumeze neza aho muri kudukurikiranira muri. Gakiraho akazike gakeya kugira ngo ndebe niba hakwiyongeraho abantu bakeya nuko nyuma tuze gutangira.
Tears must fall upon the screams around. Children are born with the sound of silence, my it's also time. It's not been racing, and I can. It's no vacation, it's now she's thinking. Please never feel our way. Beyond unknown, beyond our trusting. Beyond our people, everything to lose. Silence said, we should form something. Follow people, but still we speak. Call it invasion. That's our pain, further from salvation. In Africa, we should be stolen. In order to take with an all in Muslim shame. Call it invasion. Children of this land, yeah. Make it clean, it's the soil and free. People that I ain't been, no limit, no, and we are not justice. We are not people. So low, time is sad. I should fall so bad. I'm going to but still we sing.
Alright, alright. Reka nongeze kubasuhuza mwese aho muri hose abadukurikiranye ahangaha kuri Facebook Live nanga si n'abashobora kuba bari coachinga bari banyuriye kuri YouTube kubera turi live on both YouTube and Facebook. Ubu rero tugiye gukomezamo n'abo turi kumwe nabo ubu ngubu. Ejo twaganiriye ku bigendanye n'intambara ya mbere ya Congo. Twashoje tuganiriye uburyo Kabila Laurent Kabila na Desire Kabila byarangiye agiye ku buyobozi abifashijwemo n'u Rwanda ndetse na Uganda. Ubwo tugiye gukomezamo tuganire ku bigendanye n'intambara ya kabiri ya Congo yishe abantu benshi cyane. Just one moment please. One moment. All right. So when we talk of the second Congo War, it's the war which is started back in 1998 and it ended in 2003. Iyi ntambara yatangiye mu mwaka wa 1998 iza kurangira muri 2003. Kandi iyi ntambara yatwaye umubare munini cyane w'abakongomani ku buryo bivugwa ko iyi ntambara ya Congo igereranywa na African World War kubera ko yari intambara irimo ibihugu byinshi byo muri Afurika. Kandi iyi ni intambara yatwaye abantu benshi ku isi. Niyo ntambara yatwaye abantu benshi ku isi uvanyeho intambara ya mbere y'isi n'intambara ya kabiri y'isi. Iyi ntambara yatwaye abantu benshi ni intambara ya Congo nanga si the second Congo War. Iyi ntambara ya kabiri ya Congo yatwaye abakongomani benshi nanga si hapfiriyemo abakongomani benshi hagati ya miliyoni 4 na miliyoni 5 nazo zirenga z'abakongomani bapfiriye muri iyi ntambara. Miliyoni 5 ni abantu benshi cyane. 5 millions of people baje gupfira muri iyi ntambara ya kabiri ya Congo. Iyi ntambara yaje gutangira gute? Mwibuke ko ejo nababwiye ko izi ntambara zose ubona izagiye zirabaho n'iziriho ubu ngubu zose zagiye ziratangizwa n'abantu bamwe zikanarwanwa n'abantu bamwe ariko zigahindurirwa amazina. Rero intambara ya mbere ya Congo ikimara kurangira Laurent Desire baje kumushiraho abaperezida w'igihugu ca Congo. Urumva u Rwanda rero rwamusizeho kimara kuba perezida wa Congo. Umugabo witwa James Kabarebe aza kuba umugaba w'ingabo w'igihugu ca Congo kandi ari umunyarwanda, kandi muri ico gihe yarari still nari umugaba w'ingabo w'igihugu c'u Rwanda. Nyuma rero Laurent Kabila ntabwo yaje kubyemera. Yaje gusanga ko nta mbaraga afite, asanga ko nta gisirikare afite, asanga ko hari abandi bantu barimo baramukoreramo. Ico yakoze rero yashatse ko abasirikare b'u Rwanda n'aba Uganda basubira iwabo. Akimara gufata uwo mugambi wo kubasubiza iwabo, nk'abantu bari baramusize ku buyobozi, bazi ko araja arakora ibyo bashaka, nanone bazi ko mu gihugu ca Congo baraja barifatira imyanzuro yose yo bashaka, biba uko bashaka, amabuye y'agaciro bayiba uko bashaka, igihugu kimeze nk'icabo. Igihe Laurent Desire Kabila yafashe umwanzuro wo kubabwira ngo basubire iwabo, ntabwo byabashimishije. Of course baje kurakara. Ico bakoze ni iki rero? Akimara kubabwira ngo basubire iwabo, baje gutangiza ugundi mutwe w'inyeshamba, ari we waje kwitwa LCD. Ugu mutwe nigwo gwaje gutangiza intambara, gwari guyobowe n'umugabo witwa Wamba Diawamba, wenda ugundi munsi tuzaganiraho gake kuri uyu mugabo. Na ndetse harimo undi mugabo witwaga Alvarius Ruberwa. Uyu mugabo we na n'ubu aracariho, na ndetse nyuma yaje kuba vice president wa Congo. Ni umugabo w'umunyamurenge, ariko igitangaje ni uko muri kano kanya uyu mugabo witwa Azarias Ruberwa, kubera ko atakiri mu buyobozi, ubu ngubu afatanya n'inyeshamba. Akavuga ko ubwoko runaka butotezwa, bufatwa nabi mu gihugu ca Congo, ariyo mpamvu intambara ikomeza, kandi umugabo yarabaye vice president wa Congo. Mbere yo kugira nkomeze, kandebe niba hari abantu bo turi kumwe nabo aha ngaha. Please, if you are there watching with us, you can comment kugira ngo menye ko turi kumwe. You can say something kugira ngo menye ko turi kumwe, please. Niba urimo urawatchinga kuri Facebook, urimo urawatchinga kuri YouTube, wakomentinga kugira ngo menye ko turimo turagendana. Ndimo ndareba witwa Clement William, ndagusuhuje, nizere ko uri amahoro, nizere ko umeze neza aho uri hose. Niba ushobora gukomentinga ukatubwira aho uri kuwatchinga uri, turimo turagusuhuje. Aho uri hose turimo turagusuhuza, aho urimo uradukurikirana. Alright, reka dukomezemo. Noneho turimo turavuga kuri uyu mutwe w'inyeshamba witwaga LCD, waje gukorwa kugira ngo urwanye ubuyobozi nanga si ubutegetsi bwa Desire Kabila, kubera ko yari amaze ibwira ingabo nanga se abasirikare b'Abanyarwanda n'Abanya-Uganda ko bafite gusubira iwabo. Akimara kubabwira ko bafite gusubira iwabo, ntibabyemera ubwo bahitamo gukora umutwe w'inyeshyamba wo kuza kumurwanya kugira ngo bamuvane ku butegetsi. Noneho nyuma kuri uyu mutwe wa LCD haje kwiyongeraho n'ugundi mutwe witwaga LCD ML wari urimo ufashwa n'Abanya-Uganda. Umuyobozi w'uyu mutwe yitwaga Mbasa Nyamwisi, kandi uyu mutwe watangiriye mu bice bya Beni na za Butembo, iyo ngiyo niyo wari uri. Ni ukuvuga iyi mitwe yombi yaje kwifatanya kugira ngo ivane ubuyobozi nanga si ubutegetsi bwa Laurent Desire Kabila. Ndabizi ko abantu benshi mwa ino ntambara ya kabiri abantu benshi babayeho impunzi. Iyi niyo ni imwe mu ntambara yatugizeho ingaruka zikomeye cyane. Iyi ni imwe mu ntambara yatumye benshi muri twe ah, benshi bahunga ari batoya, ari impinja bafite imyaka ibiri itatu, abandi bakurira mu makambi. Iyi ni intambara itumye benshi bamara imyaka mirongo mu nkambi, bamwe batazi n'uko igihugu cyabo gisa. Iyi ntambara rero yarakomeje ukuntu nababwiye ko yatangiye, iyi ntambara kuko yatangiye mu mwaka wo muri 1998 ikaza kurangira 2023, kandi iyi ntambara yari irimo ibihugu bigera mu 9. Igihugu nka Uganda n'u Rwanda nibyo byari biri inyuma y'izi nyeshyamba za LCD, ariko nanone na Congo hari ibindi bihugu byari birimo birayifasha. Ariyo mpamvu iyi ntambara yaje kwitirirwa African World War. Ibihugu byari birimo ku ruhande rwa Congo hari harimo igihugu nka Angola, igihugu nka Zimbabwe, harimo igihugu nka Namibia, harimo igihugu nka Chad na Sudan. Ibyo nibyo byari biri ibihugu byari birimo birafasha igihugu ca Congo. Nyuma rero byaje kurangira uyu Laurent Kabila aje kuraswa aricwa. Akimara kwicwa rero niho bazanye uwitwa ngo ni umuhungu we ariwe Joseph Kabila kugira ngo amusimbure. Noneho Joseph Kabila bakimara kumushiraho nyine, we ibyo Laurent Desire yari yaranze, iwe yahise abisinyira arabyemera, yemera gukorana nabo, yemera ko abasirikare b'ibihugu byombi bakomeza kuba muri Congo. Nyine we bamukoreramo ku buryo ibyo bifuzaga byose we yabyemeraga. Iyi ntambara yaje kurangira nubwo tutavuga ngo yararangiye neza, byiswe nko kurangira, ariko mu by'ukuri yakomejemo. Kubera iyo idakomezamo kiba n'ubu ngubu intambara zidahari. Nyuma haje gusinywa amasezerano harimo nk'ayo bita the Lusaka ceasefire, hamwe n'andi yo muri Sun City, aho baje gusinyira. Muri ico gihe Congo iza kwemera kugira aba vice president bane, harimo wa mugabo witwa Azarias Ruberwa nawe waje kuba vice president, hamwe n'abandi bagabo tuzaganiraho nabo bari bakuriye imitwe itandukanye. Nsubire muri chat ndebe niba hariho abantu bo tukiri kumwe nabo aha ngaha. I can see Jonas, ndagusuhuje, nizere ko umeze neza, nizere ko muri amahoro aho uri hose. Lema still ndacagusuhuza, nizere ko mumeze neza mwese aho muri. Just one moment please, kambichiza akazike gatoya.
Oh, how many tears must fall upon this crimson ground? How many graves till the world hears the faintest sound? Children are born with the sound of highest might. There is no one, no earth, no God. We run with nothing but the nation oh so tight. Village to village, sing, sing, burning like a world. Years turn to decades, in these camps we stay, waiting for peace that never comes our way. We are not humans, we are not just humans. We are the people that need to silence said, wishing for something. Oh, these are, but still wishing. Friends, we call it invasion. Stop pain, it's the virgin from salvation. And I forgot opportunity so loud. Break with no remorse, no shame around. Children, it's the it's a crazy, the soil is real. People that I am being, no limit, no beyond justice. We are the people, straight to the Time and stand me. I wish I talked so much. Calling all these no, but still we sing. So sure. Not for others to miss you.
Know something most people miss. With Wix, you can grab yours now and then get to work. A business idea, but actually getting an accident. Huge mistake. Someone else grabbed it. The exact. I could have been making it. That's why I'm sharing this. Logging down your.
False narrative about a true historical tragedy and hearing that narrative for so long that it becomes unquestionable truth. I'm here today to tell you about one of the biggest lies that modern told. And someone who's been posing as a hero for a very long time. Someone who fight against two people. You're talking to is now launching one charity protected by out for those of us who were paying attention, we realized that Paul Kagame's Tutsi troops were systematically massacring Hutu refugees in Congo. In May and June of 1997, I went to Congo, a country the size of Western Europe. With the help of Congolese aid workers, I went into the forests, and what I saw was devastating. Hundreds of thousands of Hutu civilians had been chased across the country and hunted down like animals by Paul Kagame's Tutsi forces. I met wounded, traumatized, and starving women in the forest. I saw catatonic children. Imagine being fed a false narrative about a true historical tragedy and hearing that narrative for so long that it becomes unquestionable truth. I'm here today to tell you about one of the big lies of modern times and about someone who's been posing as a hero for a very long time. Someone who's everywhere in plain sight, from Davos to the Olympics, when in reality, he's been taking you for a ride. That person is Rwanda's dictator, Paul Kagame. In 1996, as a young Canadian journalist, I landed a dream job in Paris covering the African continent. At the time, I was hungry for life experience and eager to learn. It turned out that Africa was the best teacher. Almost immediately into that job, I was drawn into covering the aftermath of the Rwandan genocide. Paul Kagame, who had been hailed a hero for supposedly stopping the genocide against Tutsis committed by Hutus, was now launching a military invasion of Congo. Ostensibly, his objective was to root out Hutu genocidaires who were living in the refugee camps inside Congo's border. But for those of us who were paying attention, we realized that Paul Kagame's Tutsi troops were systematically massacring Hutu refugees in Congo. In May and June of 1997, I went to Congo, a country the size of Western Europe. With the help of Congolese aid workers, I went into the forest, and what I saw was devastating. Hundreds of thousands of Hutu civilians had been chased across the country and hunted down like animals by Paul Kagame's Tutsi forces. I met wounded, traumatized, and starving women in the forest. I saw catatonic children, emaciated and covered in scabies. The testimony that I collected from the forests of Congo and the pictures I took of mass graves convinced me that Paul Kagame's forces had committed a genocide against Congolese and Rwandan Hutus in 1996 and 97. The United Nations would later classify these crimes as a possible genocide. After Congo, I crossed over on foot into Rwanda and interviewed more Hutu survivors who had just come home. I essentially asked them two questions, the same questions I had asked Rwandans in Congo. Why did you flee Rwanda in the first place in 1994 and decide to stay in Congolese refugee camps, enduring brutal conditions, instead of going home, where Paul Kagame had reportedly stopped the genocide in 1994, stopped the violence, and was restoring peace and prosperity to Rwanda? These Hutu survivors told me, one after the other, that in fact, Paul Kagame's Tutsi army had slaughtered Hutus during the genocide. Their relatives had been massacred. They were afraid of Kagame's army. They also told me that many Hutus who returned from Congo to Rwanda were disappearing. This was astounding to me. Remember, these were early days. I'd never heard these stories before, but I knew that I had to keep researching this story. These interviews were very dangerous to do inside Rwanda, but I realized that the official genocide narrative of one category of perpetrator, one category of victim, was a sham, and that Kagame was no savior.
I have since spent almost 30 years of my life investigating the crimes that Kagame's forces committed before, during, and after the genocide. I've interviewed hundreds of victims, witnesses, defectors from Kagame's own army, UN officials, and whistleblowers. And one of those whistleblowers leaked to me a confidential UN document which revealed that Kagame's Tutsi commandos actually slaughtered Tutsis during the genocide. These were false flags, staged operations. This evidence and other types of evidence like this completely disrupted established doctrine of the Rwandan genocide. My research reveals that both Hutus and Tutsis were victims of genocide in 1994, and both groups were perpetrators. What's more, powerful insiders at the United Nations knew about these massive atrocities committed by Kagame's army and covered them up. For years, I've asked myself, why is it that Kagame's record has been sanitized? Why has he gotten away with committing crimes over 3 decades, egregious crimes, and why has the United Nations granted him de facto immunity? The answer, I believe, lies in Congo, a country that is rich in strategic minerals that are essential for our global economy. Chances are that the cell phone you're using or the Tesla you're driving is made from Congolese minerals that have been laundered by Rwanda. One of the most trafficked and strategic minerals on the market today is tantalum. Tantalum metal is valuable because it can be extremely resistant to high temperatures. Tantalum components are able to store a tremendous amount of energy charge in a small space. Tantalum is used in rockets, satellites, missiles, smart cars, and smart cities. Canada and Australia have reserves of tantalum, but their tantalum is very expensive and they're not producing much of it. Brazil is an exporter and a producer of tantalum, but not in the quantities needed for the global economy. Congo has the richest grade of tantalum. It has the cheapest tantalum. It's the biggest producer, and Congo is Kagame's playground. Kagame and his international mafia launder vast quantities of tantalum, tungsten, tin, and gold from Congo into Rwanda, onto Rwanda's Switzerland-like paved roads, and into the lucrative global supply chain. And when I examined this global supply chain in detail, I discovered that all the major suppliers to big tech and weapons companies source their tantalum in Rwanda. So what's happening is Paul Kagame is ensuring a cheap, steady supply of strategic minerals that are needed for the global economy. And our thirst for technology is ensuring his criminal longevity. If there's one thing you take away from my talk today, it's that the technology that we're using is tied to Kagame's violence. And the laundered minerals themselves constitute criminal property. Anyone who acquires, possesses, uses, or profits from that criminal property is laundering. So we as consumers, when we purchase devices that contain that criminal property, we are engaging in laundering as well, whether we know it or not. Kagame is currently tightening his grip on Congo. His latest invasion is illegal and a violation of Congolese sovereignty. But unlike Russia's invasion of Ukraine, where the world rallied to condemn Vladimir Putin and sanction him, Kagame has gotten off scot-free. And he is still a rock star and treated so by global elites. We've seen football teams such as Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain continue to sign sponsorship deals with Rwanda. We've seen international sporting bodies such as FIFA and the NBA continue to do business with him. Imagine how Kagame's victims feel. I refuse to be part of this global criminal project. Lobbyists and governments can prop up his regime. Businesses can live the lie because they profit from it. Media can amplify his propaganda. And Kagame can impose his lies on people he controls, but he cannot control me. Paul Kagame, I know who you are, and I know what you've done. In fact, Paul Kagame's regime's crimes and his agents' campaign against me have actually emboldened me to continue this work.
Wow. I think niba wakurikiranye this video, everything is clear. Mvise impamvu uyu mugabo buri gihe cyose atemera kuba yavana ingabo ze muri Congo, kuvana imyaka yose iri kurenga mirongo. Muri iyi video uyu mugore yabisobanuye, nariyo mpamvu kiriya gihe Laura Kabila nawe akimara kubirukana ntabwo bemeye kuba bavamo, ntabwo babyishimiye kubera ko bazi inyungu bahafite. Ikibazo gikomeye ni uko usanga abakongomani nabo babigwamo kubera ko intambara buri gihe cyose yitwa amazina atandukanye, ikitirirwa abakongomani, bamwe bakanemera bakayirwana bakayigwamo bakoreshejwe n'undi muntu, kandi mu by'ukuri nta nyungu bayifitemo. Abana babo bagakomeza bagapfa, imiryango ikicwa, abantu bagakomeza bagahunga, kandi mu by'ukuri umuntu ubifitemo inyungu hari aho yibereye, ariko ntitubivumbure ngo, cyangwa se benshi turabivumbure ngo babimenye, ahubwo bagakomeza bagakoreshwa n'umuntu wifitiye inyungu ze z'uruhande. Mwumvise ko Congo ifite imitungo myinshi cyane igezweho muri kano kanya, y'ibigo bikomeye cyane cyane bijanye na technology bikeneraga. Rero ibyo bintu byose usanga biva muri Congo bakabijana nka kariya gahugu, noneho izi companies zikaja zirayigura zibivanye mwa kariya gahugu, bikitirirwa nk'aho ari ibyo bivuye mwako gahugu kandi ari biva muri Congo. Rero umuntu uba ufite izo nyungu zingana gutyo, ntabwo biba bimworoheye kuvuga ngo aremera gupfa kugenda gutyo. hatari imbaraga zikomeye, hatari force. Naho ibindi byo tubona, amazina tubona atandukanye, haravaho FDL, harazaho za LCD, harazaho za MWT, ibyo byose ni uguhindura amazina gusa, ariko intambara isigara ari imwe, abayirwana basigara ari bamwe, kandi n'abayitera basigara ari ba bandi bari mu nyungu zabo, ariko bikitirirwa nk'aho ari abakongomani ubwabo bari kurwana, bikitirirwa iyabo, amoko ari kwangana, ubwoko buri kwanga ubundi, hari ubwoko bwangwa muri Congo, kandi waje kureba ugasanga ubwo bwoko buvuga ngo burangwa aribwo bufite imyanya ya politike ikomeye muri Congo, baragize ba vice president, abajenerali bakomeye n'abandi bose. Mu gihugu nka Congo gifite abaturage bagera gifite amoko arenga 100, hari amoko menshi atagira ayo mahirwe nk'ayo ngayo. None se amoko yose atangiye kuja ararwana mu gihugu nk'ico, urumva ico gihugu cabaho? No, cannot. Abakongomani bakomeza gukoreshwa bagize ubwenge bagafunguka, bakamenya ko ari ugukomeza gukoreshwa no kugira imiryango yabo ikomeze kuhangirikira, ahubwo bagahitamo gushira hamwe amoko yose atandukanye, bagakorera hamwe mu kubaka igihugu cabo, bagafatanya na leta mu bushobozi bwayo n'ama weaknesses bwayo bwaribo bwose, bemeye gufatanya nayo. I'm sure ko Congo yaba igihugu gikomeye cane, kandi ndi sure ko bemeye gushira hamwe amoko yose, ntibemere gukoreshwa. Izi ntambara nta nubwo zamara n'ukwezi, kubera yego barakoreshwa, ariko si kuki bo bemera gukoreshwa. Kandi abantu bakoreshwa mu moko atandukanye, ntabwo itari igihe co kuvuga ngo runaka runaka runaka, bwoko runaka na runaka. Abantu bakoreshwa mu moko atandukanye. Urebye ku byo twaganiriye ejo hasize, urasanga abayobozi batandukanye bagiye barakoreshwa kandi mu moko atandukanye, ariko bari kubwirwa ibintu byo bafite gukora. Urebye agandi mashaka nanga si agandi mazina yagiye araza nyuma nka za LCD, naho urasanga hari abandi nabo bagiye banarakoreshwa, bikitirirwa irindi zina rikanari babandi. I think imyaka yose itambutse ari umuntu wo kugira, abantu bamaze kubona ibintu byinshi cane, abantu bamaze kubona ingaruka mbi nyinshi cane z'ibibazo byagiye biraba. byakabaye byiza abantu bafungutse amaso bakava mu bintu byo gukomeza gukoreshwa n'abandi bantu, ahubwo bagahitamo kubaka igihugu cyabo.
Children are born beneath the sound of gunfire's light. They learn a war, for they know a lullaby. We don't want nothing but next. So tired. Sit for peace that never comes our way. We are not just human. We are the beast with everything to prove. Silent seven. Percent ground. How many made until the world is a painful song? Children are born beneath the sound of gunfire's fight. They learn a war, for they know a lullaby. We are nothing but the next. So tired. It's the village say, they say turn their light on. Yes, to back in this we say. Waiting for peace and now comes our way. We are not true. We're not just you. We are the peace with everything to move on. Simon said we focus. We call it unrest. We call it invasion. That's our pain with or the false narration. Children to the sun. All us trapped with no remorse or shame. How can we call ourselves the children of this land? Yet silence twist our fatal greedy hand. Soil is rich, people left to keep. Because our hunger knows no bounds, no limit, no free. Just to bring us peace. I'm gonna be blood, no, it's still be. Hey, hey, oh, that's it.
Don't miss you.
No, guys, I'll come back to us. No.
Alright, so guys, for today tugiye kuba tugarukiye ahangaha, umusaga bwagiye, mwakoze kudukurikirana kandi mugire umunsi mwiza, munsi igitondo cyiza aho uri hose, aho uri kocinga uri, tubona umwanya tuzakomereza aho twagarukiye. Musigare neza, nizere ko umunsi uragenda neza. Sawa, bye bye.
Yeah. Many tears must fall upon this crimson ground. How many breaths till the world hears a painful sound? Children are born beneath the sound of gunfighters' might. There's no war, they know a lullaby. We run with nothing but the nation so tight and heavy. Village to village, amazing burning light. Years learned through decades, and these now she stays, waiting for peace that never comes our way. We are not done.